What is sleep anxiety and what to do about it? In this video, we're going to look at what sleep anxiety actually is from my experience working with clients and what to actually do about it. And I know that this is not an uncommon problem. I think especially over the last couple of years, there's been more and more clients who came to me with some of this anxiousness or even proper actual anxiety, sleep related anxiety. And just to clarify, this isn't about anxiousness or anxiety generally in life. This is actually when it's related to insufficient sleep. So whether or not it's someone who struggles with insomnia or sleep problems or some other versions of insufficient sleep. So it's very particular when it comes to the sleep related anxiousness or anxiety. So if you're new to my channel, then welcome. My name is Beatrix Schmidt. I'm a sleep coach and a professional speaker, and I'm also the creator of the Sleep Skills for Life program, which is also where I talk about things like anxiousness around sleep as well. And we're really able to take you from a place when you struggle with insomnia or sleep problems all the way to actually overcoming the problem. So it's a structured, practical plan and program where I help and support you to really make sure that you overcome the problem and it lasts a long time, meaning life, hence Sleep Skills for Life. If you're coming back to my channel, then thank you so much for your continuous support. I really appreciate every single view, every single like, and every single comment I get. But I know sometimes comments actually don't come through the comment box. They come through people getting in touch directly, because sometimes we don't really want to share our struggles openly on a social media channel, and I've had this over the years. So thank you overall, and if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do. Hit that little bell so I can let you know when the new videos are posted, generally twice a week. So it will be a good way to continue supporting you. So let's talk about anxiousness around sleep and sleep anxiety. Again, like I said, it's not an uncommon problem. I definitely see more and more of it within my practice. Probably mainly because there is so much advice out there about insomnia, sleep problems, hacks, secrets, tips, try this, try that, and that actually ends up confusing people. And I remember the time when I struggled with insomnia and seeing all those different articles and advice, and it just didn't work. So one of the things that I've seen with sleep related anxiety and what it is that you become really confused about what is it that you should be doing. Contradicting advice, one article saying this, another article scaremongering you about perhaps what might happen if you don't sleep well. I've seen different versions of it over the years, and that actually starts creating this anxiousness around, what if I don't sleep well? What happens if that's a long-term problem? And I've had clients who came to me with, well, how serious is it? Like, how much do I need to worry about it? And of course, if you're already anxious about your sleep, then you're already worried about it. It's really important to pause here and make sure that you don't self-diagnose. Please don't just say, I've got sleep anxiety, and actually maybe it's not. It's just that perhaps you're a bit confused. The two are very different. Let's not choose a label and say something that might not be true. And again, I've seen this before when people have started saying that. And when you start saying that you're anxious and you've got anxiety, guess what happens? You end up experiencing it more and more, generally speaking. And again, this is not the same as daytime anxiousness. The two are quite different. And seeking the appropriate support, like I always say in my videos, is an important part here. But when it comes to working with clients who have got this anxiousness around sleep, one of the biggest things I've seen is where does it come from? right? So how you overcome it and how you actually deal with it starts with what's going on for you. What is the reason why you are becoming anxious? Is it anxiousness, or is it maybe worry, or is it pressure from perhaps having to deliver results during during your waking hours? So again, just because you might refer it to a sleep anxiousness, it doesn't mean that it's coming from the same root. I've seen different clients with different versions of this. So the first thing here is really to look at, where does it come from? Is it because you are simply confused about what you're supposed to do, because you've read so many different things about sleep, so many different advice, so many of those contradictions, misconceptions have built up? Or is it that it's developed to a place where you are actually physically feeling anxiousness while you're in bed, perhaps even tossing and turning? The two are quite different, whether or not it's before bedtime or you're experiencing it in bed, the how to treat it is again a different approach. So another thing that I wanted to talk about here is really looking at taking it one step at a time. Within this sleep anxiousness, there's different versions of it, which means that you've got to look at where you're at and take it one step at a time. Anxiousness isn't going to go away overnight necessarily, especially if you have experienced that for a longer period of time. And I've seen that with clients. It takes work. It's not just, I'm going to give you an answer and straight away your anxiousness is going to disappear. That's not how it works. And you already know that because you've experienced it. That's why you probably end up watching this video. It takes time. But the first steps starts with actually really not putting pressure on sleep. Often clients that I came across that have struggled with this sleep-related anxiety, it came from because they put too much pressure on the perfection of sleep. Again, this is just one version. Go back to not self-diagnosing, but this is the most common one I see, is perfection of sleep will put pressure on you to make that happen. But if you don't know if you don't know how to actually take those steps to making sure it happens, that's probably the reason why you're becoming anxious about it, because you just can't predict it, right? You're going to bed, you're climbing into bed, and you don't even know what's going to happen. Maybe some days it's better, some days it's not. So that how to and that practical approach is missing. And this is really what I've seen when it came to sleep-related anxiousness. And again, this is not full-blown anxiety attack. That's very different. But it's this feeling of anxiousness about sleep. Is that lack of understanding of how to make it happen and help yourself in moments when you feel that. You can't just expect you to go to bed and when you're feeling that sort of anxiousness, for it to go away by itself. You need the tools and the techniques to know how to actually overcome that emotional anxiousness that you might feel. And often that has the mindset part as well. Mindsets will start connecting to the emotions, and then the emotions will end up connecting to physical things, and that becomes the 3-part cycle that I normally look at. So with sleep anxiousness, I really look at the physical signs and really looking at how to help you with those. I look at the emotion itself, like what's the root of the emotion, like I said, worry or pressure, or where is it coming from? And then we look at that mental process, that mindset. Are you thinking that, this is going to ruin your life, or, you might develop some serious health problems? That's that mindset piece within this. So this is how I approach sleep-related anxiety. And again, we got to take into account how serious that is. Sometimes it means that maybe you need to seek a different type of support before you look at improving your sleep. You've got to look at all those different things within this picture. But I have seen clients who have overcome this sleep-related anxiousness, and really develop the how to make sure that they understand what's happening and be able to deal with it through practical tools and techniques. So I hope this video has helped to maybe untangle some of those perhaps misconceptions you had already, and really looking at how you even approach it and how you even look at what to do about it. If you've got any more questions about this, please feel free to reach out to me. Again, it's not an overnight fix. It's going to take time to overcome it and really build that confidence in knowing how you can develop great quality sleep. So put the work in, work through just one step at a time, and it will really help you to regain that confidence and understanding, true, real understanding of how to sleep well again, or even perhaps overcome your sleep problems and insomnia. So thank you for watching this. If you like the content of this video, click on the like button below. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do and hit that little bell as well, because later on this week, I'm actually going to answer a question which links to this topic on sleep anxiety. So that way you will know when I posted it and you can come back and watch that as well. So thank you for your support and watching the video, and I'm really looking forward to either seeing you in the comments or seeing that little like that you have clicked on. So thank you for watching.